Well, everything we discussed last night has transpired today. The Democrats are in a quite a bit of a mess. But let me put some fine points on this and help them. All but one Democrat voted to shut down the government in the House. All but 9 Democrats voted to try and filibuster the budget bill, which means what? How many of them are there? 48, something like that? 47. So 38 of them voted to shut down the government. Now, just so you know how this works, because of 9 Democrat votes in the Senate, they overcame the filibuster rule. So now it will pass. It can pass with only the Republican votes, if necessary, simple majority. Rand Paul voted with the Democrats in the Senate. Tom Massey voted with the Democrats in the House. Because, you see, for them, nothing's enough. Not even one step at a time. I don't take second place, second fiddle, any of it, to any of these radical libertarians when it comes to government. But yours is a constitution. It's not a libertarian treatise. I'm libertarian in many of my views. But we're talking about how we interpret the Constitution. Now, if these guys were truly what they say they are, they would tell you that we don't live in a constitutional republic anymore, that we live in a post-constitutional republic. Because the truth is we do. The truth is we do. But we've discussed that at great length over the course of many years. Now, the final vote was 62 to 38. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With 10 Democrats joining the Republicans in the Senate. Chuck Schumer, Kirsten Gillibrand, both from New York. Dick Durbin, Illinois. John Fetterman, Pennsylvania, no surprise. Catherine Cortez Masto, Nevada. Angus King, Maine. Brian Schatz, Hawaii. Gary Peters, Michigan. Magha Hassan, New Hampshire. Jean Shaheen, New Hampshire. Those are the 10 Democrats, so there weren't 9, there were 10. So that means 37 Democrats voted to shut down the government. That is the vast majority, 2/3 of the Democrats in the Senate, and all but 1 Democrat in the House. So that's the picture. Now, AOC is getting a lot of attention in the media. Why? Why is AOC getting a lot of attention? Because the media wanted the government shut down, and they were poised to attack the Republicans. They were poised to attack the Republicans. But that didn't happen. So Hakeem Jeffries is very upset because what Schumer effectively did is he threw the House Democrats under the bus. They walked off the roof. They expected the Senate Democrats to do the same. So here he is at a press conference today. Cut 6. Go.
Senator Chuck Schumer is from your state. He clearly has a different view of this than you. He is not saying let's go back to the negotiating table. He's saying let's take this vote. So have you lost confidence in him, the fact that you guys see this so differently?
Next question.
Next question. Wouldn't even answer. Hakeem Jeffries. Cut 7. Go.
You have dodged multiple times questions about whether you have confidence right now in Chuck Schumer. Can I just, to clarify here, none of you are willing to say at this point that you have confidence in Chuck Schumer as leader?
You keep engaging.
First of all, let's stop. Let's stop a second. Very interesting. The media are on Schumer for the first time ever, because he and 9 other Democrats didn't vote to shut down the government. The media want the government shut down. The media need the subscriptions. The media need the hits. The media need the eyeballs and the ears. For the media, this is about grifting. It also about attacking Trump and the Republican Party. They desperately wanted the government shut down. They were prepared to carry the water. And then Schumer threw them a screwball. So the media are pissed at Schumer because Schumer is not like AOC, and now the media are talking about AOC taking on Schumer. Go ahead.
Because you want to take the focus off the American people. What we're saying is we look forward to continuing to work with our Senate colleagues, all of them, in opposition to the extremism that's being unleashed on the American people.
Yeah, real extremism, America. Do you feel any of this? The vast majority of you who do not work for the government, do you feel any of this? No, you don't feel any of it. Now, the Democrats told you that they're attacking Social Security. Social Security recipients are not being touched, so you don't feel anything. That they're attacking Medicare. Medicare is not being touched, so you don't feel anything. That they're attacking Medicaid. Well, unless you're a person who is stealing from Medicaid, you don't feel it either. Do you feel any of this? You sent your kids off to education, whether it's public, private, something in between. They slashed 1,300 people from the education department. You feel any of that? Of course you don't feel any of it. See, this is the key. The key is most of this doesn't affect any of you. It affects the ruling class, and it affects the edifice that they've created, their power center. But the vast majority of people are unaffected by this. But the media are mad that the TSA wasn't walking off the job because they weren't paid. They're mad about that. They're mad that the borders are secure because ICE and the Border Patrol haven't walked off the job. They're mad about that. They were ready. They had all their media vehicles, their trucks ready to go around to the American people. That the government shut down, and it's Trump's fault, you see. And it's Elon Musk's fault. Now, here was the problem the Democrats had. If the government did shut down, you and I both know that affects 17% of the government, according to Paul Ryan on this program 10 or 12 years ago. So the vast majority of government never shuts down. So they're in a quandary. They're in a quandary. Do they vote to shut down the government, quote unquote? But here's what Donald Trump would have done. I don't know this. I haven't spoken to him, but here's just common sense. All the non-essential employees, all the non-essential departments and agencies, they could have easily slashed them even more. Because under the budget law, it would have been self-identified. Self-identified. By the way, on Life, Liberty, and Levin on Sunday, my opening statement, Newt Gingrich, we eviscerate the judiciary, we eviscerate these federal district judges, absolutely obliterate what they're doing. You're going to really want to watch these shows Saturday and Sunday. They're two fantastic shows. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday, Sunday on Fox. I hope you'll set your DVRs or your TiVos or whatever you use. I hope you'll watch them live, first and foremost, but there's no football or anything like that. No belly dancing. What else is out there, Mr. Producer? I don't know. But I hope you'll check it out. But this is the fact, that it would have given a perfect opportunity for Elon Musk and his people to do what they need to do. And so they couldn't really do that. Now, Nancy Pelosi, as turns out, is an incredibly disloyal person, isn't she? She stabbed Biden in the back after building him up. She's now stabbing Schumer in the back. Because apparently Nancy Pelosi thinks as San Francisco goes, so goes the nation. They want all the people defecating in the streets. They want all the tent cities going on. They want all their Their businesses shuttered in their city. Union Square's a disaster now. All the great stores that were there, most of them are all shuttered and gone. Nancy Pelosi wants this for the nation because she's a whack job. It's a whack job. 85 years old and she's never with her husband. It's sick, if you really think about it. Not even speaker anymore. Hakeem Jeffries. Sounds like a buffoon. Next question. Next question. The question is, do you have faith in Schumer or not? Next question. He's asked again, and what does he say? He doesn't like being asked again. Gets his dander up, whatever that is. But yes. And these are parlor games, he says. We want to focus on the people. No, you don't. You want to focus on your own power. All these decisions that were being made, all the connivances that were taking place. What's best for the Democrat Party? That's what they were trying to figure out. And I think it's fair to say now, ladies and gentlemen, with every single Democrat in the House but one, and 2/3 of the Democrats in the Senate voted to shut down the government, even though there was no reason to vote to shut it down. There's no reason to vote to shut it down. Even from their perspective. They just wanted to try and embarrass Donald Trump and the Republicans, and the media were in their back pocket, so that's why they're going to keep going. What about Schumer, Hakeem? What about Schumer, Nancy Pelosi? What about Schumer, AOC? You going to run against him? Huh? The media in the country are as radical as the most radical elements in the Democrat Party. Tlaib, Omar, AOC, Bernie Sanders. That's why several of them are always on CNN and MSNBC and always quoted. Because the media in this country are as radical as it gets. That's why I call it the Pravda Al Jazeera media. That's exactly what it is. That's why they hate this country. They hate you. Oh, you must be neo-Nazis because you don't agree with us. That's why they hate the Israelis and really have a real hate for the Jewish people, too. Let's be honest. Some of them are self-hating Jews as well.